Hey, what's up, guys? This is Drew. My week 5 sports business thoughts video. Laptop broke this morning, so I'm doing this on my phone, which kind of sucks, but we're going to make it work. So this week, in honor of March Madness beginning, best time of the year, go Devils. I wanted to talk about kind of the transition into March Madness from the conference tourney and the debacle over that, along with the kind of branding that goes along with some of the teams that are in the tournament. So first, a lot of talk, a lot of controversy over, do we really need conference tournaments in college basketball? I love the hype, I love the passion and everything that you get out of conference tournaments, but sometimes it seems kind of counterproductive when you play a whole season in your conference and then you just get a seed to go play 60 to 100 miles away from home, no home court advantage, no nothing in all the big conferences, the Power Fives. So that kind of seems counterproductive to me. I also see when in early stages on in those conference tournaments, the seats are empty. You look at the MGM where they were playing the Pac-12 tournament this weekend, and until the final game, and even in the final game, there was literally nobody in the stands, and you couldn't fill the seats up because everyone really knows that's not a big deal. Come March, most of the teams are already set in stone. There's a couple bubble teams, but so I'm wondering if conference tournaments actually, if they're worth it, if the revenue they produce is worth it, or if they're actually losing money and stuff like that. As a fan, I love it, but from a business standpoint, I'm not sure if running those tournaments and all the money and time put into running those tournaments is really worth it. Transitioning from conference tournaments into March Madness, thank God ASU had an 11 seed. But ASU is one of the, I believe, 9 maybe Adidas schools out of all 68 teams. On the other side of that, 47 of the 68 teams in the tournament this year are sponsored by Nike. And that's just a huge branding advantage. 47 of the teams playing in the first 4 and the first round will have Nike signs on their jersey. So every time they step to the free throw line, every time you zoom in on their bench and wearing their warm-ups, Nike's right there. 47 out of 68 teams. That's a huge percentage. Adidas, Under Armour, all down from last year, and Nike just keeps on improving. So I think that's huge. It says a lot about Nike, a lot about the recent scandals. Nike's sponsoring some of the best programs in all of college basketball, and when it comes to March Madness and the kind of exposure and the revenue that NCAA basketball and NCAA schools get from March Madness, it's huge for Nike to be, that brand that you see 47 out of 68 times. Like I said, when they step to the free throw line, anytime they zoom in on a player, you see that Nike logo more than any other logo, which is huge and a great branding advantage to Nike. You have things, Oregon State even has Nike, and their biggest arch rival, Phil Knight in Oregon, also has Nike. So it just shows how Nike's really changing the game in college basketball. Those are my sports business thoughts for this week. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week. Go Devils.